These beats are totally falling apart. The Earpads are just completely disintegrating. So when I wear them, I end up getting like this gray just residue all over my face. And so today we're going to be repairing them. So this kit comes with everything that you need to replace the old disintegrating Earpads on the Beats. This is the Beats Studio 3, the wireless. And so you can see I got the 2 new replacement Earpads, an alcohol wipe, and then a little tool that helps take off the old Earpads. And so I did get a little bit of a different color. So to get started, we're going to pop off the old Earpads. Now let me tell you ahead of time that I struggled to get these off. It took me a good 5 minutes to pull these off. So the left one, I just could not get under the metal piece. And so what happened is I ended up taking off just the padded portion. And I was really confused by the way that it looked because it just didn't seem right. And so you can see I'm kind of checking the new one and thinking like, is this correct or am I doing this wrong? So I went ahead and I just kind of ripped off the whole padded portion and didn't really feel like I was getting it correct. But I wanted to really like figure it out and I could not get the tool to go under that metal portion, and I honestly thought I was breaking it. And so I figured, you know what, I was gonna throw these away anyways, so if I break them it's fine. But I was like, is this correct or is it not? And so if you get to this point and you still see like that metal on the top, that's not right. And I'm going to show you on the right Earpad what it's actually supposed to look like. So I'm thinking maybe I can get in through the middle. I couldn't do that either. And so eventually I'm just like, you know what? Let's just go ahead, try the right side and see if we can get that one off any easier. All right, so now I'm going in on the right side and I'm trying from the beginning to make sure that I actually get to the metal portion and not just the padding. Because what you need to do is you need to get the tool underneath the metal that is stuck onto the beats using that double-sided tape. And so you will really feel that once you get under it. It's like it's a really hard pry. When I did the left side, it wasn't as hard because I was just under the foam and it made it a lot easier, which is why it came off. But here's where you can see I finally got the actual metal piece. And that is what a clean break is. That's what you need to have come off. So I'm like, okay, we finally got it. Now I know what I'm looking for on the other side. And the good thing is I was like, okay, now I know what I'm looking for and I'm not going to break them. So I was able to go back and compare with the right side and go, okay, now I know exactly what part I need to get off. And I did still feel like I was going to break it, but you can see here I finally got the tool to go underneath that metal. And again, this feels like you're going to break the headphones because you're hearing creaking and it's like metal moving and it just feels like there's no way this is what you're supposed to be doing. And so I just kept prying and prying and prying until that left side finally came off. And I'm telling you, I did not expect it to take so long. So now that we have both of the original Earpads off, you can see this is what it's supposed to look like when you're ready to put on the new replacements. So this is the 2 old ones, and that's the one where I got the foam off first and then the metal afterwards. And then that's the right side that came off completely clean. So once yours look like these do now, you're going to go ahead and take that provided alcohol wipe and you are going to wipe off any residue that's left over from that 2-sided tape. So mine didn't have too much left over, thankfully, and so it was a really easy clean, but you just want to go on and make sure that it's completely clean. So that way when you add the new Earpads on, you're going to get a nice stick with that double-sided tape. So go ahead and clean both sides and then you're ready to add those Earpads on. So now we're ready to actually apply the new ear pads, and you'll notice on the right one that there is a notch for the charging spot. And so you want to make sure that you do line up the correct ear pad on the correct side. And so I'm going here and I'm just kind of getting this one out of the way as best as I can. And then you're going to line up that charging port and the screw holes. And there's little notches as well. So you're going to stick the holes over the notches. You'll really see them whenever you have it in front of you. Get them lined up as best you can, and then it really just kind of slips right on there. And then make sure that you squeeze it so that that double-sided tape sticks really well. And right already, I'm like, wow, these look so much better. And this made such a big difference for something that I was just gonna throw away because they looked like trash. And once I got the old ones off, it made such a huge difference. So the easy part is getting the new replacements on. The hardest part is getting the old ones off, which has nothing to do with the product, of course. So now I'm going on to the next one and just peeling off that backing and looking to line up the notches. And so you want to make sure that you have them properly lined up and not upside down. Once you have it lined up, just stick those holes and notches together, hold it down, give it a press firm, so that way that two-sided tape is nice and tight. So you can see those new pads are really squishy and nice and just gonna make a huge difference when wearing these, and they look really nice. I like the color. It matches more what the underside of the headphone portion is, rather than the lighter gray that I had before. So I really like that color. You can see the thickness is really nice. They're really nice and squishy and basically brand new at this point. All right, I just got these Beats ear pads completely changed out. If you remember, this is what they looked like before, and this is what they look like after. So hope that helps.